Probably not. Don't matter. Listen, bruv. I gotta talk about Red versus fucking Blue. Because that shit is, oh my god, is the pinnacle of television. Except it wasn't on television. It is literally the fucking coolest fucking show ever of all time. I don't even know how to fucking explain. It's perfect. The first 13 seasons, they're so perfect. Like, it's just magnificent. There are no flaws. There are no breaks in continuity. It's the perfect show. The pacing is fine. The characters all make sense, and it's fucking great. Okay, I don't care. Fuck you. Fuck you. You're wrong. I'm right about this, and I'm going to hopefully be able to explain why. Maybe not. I'm fucking faded right now. Listen, bud. Listen, bruv. I just got done watching the first season. Now keep in mind, when I first watched Red vs. Blue, let's see, how long ago was it? It was in middle school. Because it was when I met Tony and Rumsey and Devin. I can't remember because I'm so fucking thirsty. Sorry, I have to find a drink. I'm just eating goddamn cookies. Now look, when I first watched Red vs. Blue, I was in middle school. I think it was 7th grade, so I would have been around maybe 13, 14, I think. Me and my friends first found out about this. Well, I found out about it from my friends. They had already seen it. And I, blinky light, gotta eat my cookie so I can talk. It's really weird. Good now? Good now. So I first started doing like this for I heard about it from my friend. He told me about this show, and he was like, yeah, it's just a funny show about Halo. We were all in Halo. We were all gamers. We were hardcore fucking gamers. You know, we were going at my thumbs. Fucking powerhouses, bro. I could push a building down with these fucking things, all right? Now, listen. So, he tells me about this cool Halo show that's just, you know, it's just a fun little Halo show, and characters are funny, whatever. So, I started watching it. Look at the graphics, I'm like, damn. This shit's fucking weak. Like, it looks horrible. Like, this is nothing like we have now. Come to find out later, the first episode of Red vs. Blue came out 18 years ago. 18. This is before, you know, YouTube, before all this stuff. And I had done my own research on Rooster Teeth, and whatever. And like, they made this web series on their website originally before they made it for Rooster Teeth. But I'm not getting on that because I can't remember all that information. But 18 years ago, I didn't even know at the time. At the time, I think it had been 3 years since it had, you know, that episode had come out on YouTube or whatever. So I am stuttering a lot. This is why I can't do this. This is probably why people cut out a lot about it. Cut out a lot about it shit. I don't care about. I talk fast, so it doesn't matter. But no. So I was watching this show, and I was like, "Oh my god, dude!" As I was watching, I was like, "Damn shitty," but I was like, "I'll give it a chance." You know, I'll put it on while I'm going to sleep. And then I did what people normally do with things. And as I'm trying to go to sleep watching this show that I thought was dumb, something happened, and I got interested in it. I can't remember exactly what it was, but you know, I just I kept watching it, and for some reason, I haven't seen a lot of stuff about this, but I really like Blue Team. Blue is, you know, I've started to base my life. You're starting to slowly start to realize I've based my life around this show. So we liked Blue Team. So me and my friends would go to school. We would just start calling each other Blue Team. And then I thought of a really cool thing. I was like, what if we gave each other like names from the show? Like, what if we became the characters, like, what that we matched up with? People do this all the time. You watch a show with your buddies, and you're like, oh my god, you act like him, and then you guys start acting like it's you in the movie. So, like, I'm watching it, and like I start watching it, and I'm seeing my buddy Rumsey acts a lot like Tucker in the show. You know, he's well, actually, they do. They do. I was going to say, because Rumsey's quiet and Tucker's not really quiet, but that doesn't really matter because there is no quiet character in Red vs. Blue, so that trait just wouldn't matter. My buddy Rumsey was just like Tucker. My buddy Devin was just like Caboose. My buddy Tony was just like Washington, who is part of Blue Team, okay? He fucking is, okay? He came in later. I think around season 6, 7 he was part of it, but he was part of fucking Blue Team, and he was really cool, and Tony was Washington. And the thing is, it wasn't just, you know, the fact that, it wasn't just, oh god, I need to fucking comprehensivate my thoughts. God, that made no sense either. It wasn't just the fact that we liked the characters that we chose. No, I'm pretty sure Washington wasn't Tony's favorite character. I'm pretty sure Tucker at first wasn't Rumsey's favorite character. Mine was always my favorite character, and you probably already guessed who I am, and because of the thing. But so it wasn't just that. It was when we were watching the show, or at least when I was watching the show, because I'm very sentimental and very emotional, and I think I'm the only one that really gets very analytical and in-depth about this kind of stuff, which is probably why I've kept the names. Actually, to this day, they still call me by my nickname, and I love it so much. I wish everybody would. I'm going to get my name legally changed. But going on track again. So it wasn't just that. It was the fact that these characters were us. Like, I would watch them, and the more and more I would rewatch the show, because at first I was rewatching this bitch every fucking day, yo. It was repeating all the fucking time. Like, I finished watching it up to season 13, because that was all that was out at the time. And then I would rewatch it, like, right away. Season 13 would end, and then I would go back to the first episode, and just rewatch it all the fucking time. I would talk about it at school. I would bring it up all the time. I would literally constantly call people Blue Team. I would say my friends as their characters' names. I had them all logged in my phone as their characters' names. I even got, like, other buddies involved that, like, weren't really a part. Like, I have Doc. Doc was there. Even Tex was at one point, but the girl didn't really get it because she just liked me and I liked her, so we were having a whole thing going on. But it was just the fact that these characters were us. Like, they were exact replicas of what we acted like and our personalities in the real world and shit. And it was fucking fantastic. Now, I need to just stop saying on this. I'm Church. What's up? I'm Church. And, you know, I really did resonate with Church, with how his whole story plays out and the stuff that he does and everything. I do resonate with him. You know, some of the things that he does, I have done. The way he feels, I feel. The whole mental battle he goes with, like, when he's Alpha or he's Epsilon or he's Church, and the memories kind of thing, like how he has to remember everything, but he's losing the memories and stuff. I feel like him. Like, and slowly going on, I've realized I've become more and more like him, not in personality wise, but in, like, character arc wise, and I don't fucking get it. My life is really playing out as Church played out in the show. It's fucking weird. But ever since I've seen this show, and ever since that it was made, I've loved every fucking second of it. It's phenomenal. It's literally great. And I wanted to talk about season 1, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to do that anymore, because I just ran on about how good the show is and all my buddies and stuff like that. But no, like hopefully you'll start to see. Hopefully I buck up and just start doing shit instead of just, you know, screwing around and saying I'll do shit and do it. But, like, you'll start to see, like, I don't know why I did that. Blue Team is a real thing for me. It truly is. It's my friends, you know. It's my people. It's the people I grew up with when I grew up. You know, you don't always grow up when you have certain... I grew up differently. It's weird. Maybe I'll explain later. But, what was my point? But, like, I grew up with these people, and to have them still call me by the name Church, that was given to me. It wasn't just me deciding these things, by the way, if that's what I mean. So we all collectively chose the characters because of our personalities. Like, we all collectively did that. This was a collective thing for me and my little group that's now expanded to being a little a little bigger. But, like, Blue Team for me was real. And I want to thank Red vs. Blue and Rooster Teeth and all of those people for giving that to us. I can't remember everybody's name that was the characters, but the two important people that I can always see are Bernie Burns and Jeff. I'm sorry, Jeff, I don't know your last name. I don't even know if you're watching this or whatever. It doesn't matter. I don't really care. But Red vs. Blue, just fucking, I think it saved my life, honestly. It is my life. Like, I love it. Like, I am one of those people that are, like, really obsessed with a thing. But if you're not obsessed with one thing throughout your whole life, then what is there to talk about? You know, you need one thing to obsess over, one thing you know a lot about. And I don't know a lot about anything. So, but I know I love this show. And I know it's a fucking masterpiece. And it's cinema at its finest, and I feel like every single fucking person in this world should go and watch this show and find your Blue Team.